You gotta take it. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Throws the fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start the round. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. They're thinking of scoring big off this game juice. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws him down. Starts off zoning with fireballs. The drive rush to try and keep up the attack. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. There's a corner switch. Takes the chance to hurt him. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Had the KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Big opportunity now in this corner. Drive rush to keep it going. Big throw. A quick breather. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to KO? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Throws a fireball. Lots of aggression from both sides. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big that they can capitalize. What's the play here? Impact's a no-go. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Peppers them with a Psycho Blitz. Player 1 KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Bakuhado. Who's going to start things off? Dashes. Player 2 drive rush to keep it going. Gets the jump in. A quick breather. Hits him with fire. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. No cookout complete without Imperium's end. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. The throw whips. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. Goes for the fireball. Sees the drive reversal coming. Player 1 is just about out of drive out. What are they thinking here? Blocks the jump in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Jumps in. Take drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Oh, they can't ignore experiencing brick KO. Player 2 tips up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Springs forward with the drive rush. Jump. Still slugging it out at this range. Zones with the fireball. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player, no cookout complete without Empyrean's hand. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time.
Goki, win!
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Hits with the overhead. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Very solid corner switch. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Taking stock. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Caught in the cross-up. Going in. Looking for a chance. Uses the drive rush to keep it going. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 will look to a KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That overhead was a bit obvious. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What's the play here? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Trips them up. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Shoots off a fireball up close. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Knockdown. The throw. Missed. Nice counter. A quick brief experience in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Projectile to try and change the situation. Dashes. Throws them to negate the block. Drive rush to keep it going. Dashes forward. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need... Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 springs forward with the drive rush. Pokes with a medium kick. This is gonna be bad news. Both fighters uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. A quick breather. And all in with the rush. That combo finishes it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Hit them with a 1-2-3. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Player 1 has the super turns out. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They're in drive rush. Anti-air in the clutch. Overhead attack. using a fireball to force a reaction.
Something nasty's coming with the Psycho Cannon.
Player 1 needs to use their Blixen. They are done.
Goki.
Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. Jumps up. Smart play with the throw. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 chases them down. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. What are they thinking here? Forward throw to continue the pressure. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Got a ton of damage off that opening. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Dashes forward. Throws them to negate the block. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity.
Akuma's going in.
Doesn't miss a beat. Player 2 uses the gauge for a super arc. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The combo's there. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Checks them with the projectile. The jump in is denied. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Brings out the super arc. How is this gonna work out for them? KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Connects with medium kick. Sticks the combo. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Come upstairs. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return.
No cookout complete without Imperium's end.
Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. It's in there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins match fights. Oh, they haven't gotten their fill just yet. We're running it back. Box them with a target combo. Strings it all together. Very solid corner switch. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Neither of them willing to back off. Heats it up with a comp. They saw a path and they took it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Anything the OD Psycho Uppercut puts them on the rope. That drive impact doesn't get through. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Looking for a chance. Close range projectile. Zanku anti-air in the clutch. Getting it all on the drive rush. Hadouken. Drive rush. All in with a rush. Player 2 can't super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Closes it out.
Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. All right. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. The throw misses. Takes a trip. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Uses the gauge for a super arm.
Big anime vibe with Empyrean's End.
Oh boy. Level 2 super. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Absorbs the attack and fires back. The combo's there. Lots of aggression from both sides. Solid combo. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 2 chases them down. Just out of range for that throw. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can KO. Player 2 takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Grabs them. Timely springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. Drive rush to keep it going. OG cycle uppercut puts them on the rope. Super arms on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting.
Links it! It's a good spot to use the super.
The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Jumps up. Goes for the fireball. Still slugging it out here. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. What's the play here? Stops the attack by using the drive there. The super armor does its job. Surprises them with a drive, heats it up with a combo into super. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game? Closes with the throw. Hitting them with a smart stuff. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Hit them with a 1-2-3. Smart play with the throw. Cycle flicker finds the mark. Drive rush to keep it going. Kill rush. Dashes. Drops them from the air. Medium kick. Hits them with fire. Links it. Players burn out, but they may have a plan here. Players no. Critical art now. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. That's it. What a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Hadouken! Nice fireball. Drives it back, misses. Hit them with a 1-2-3. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Crowns them from above. Gives the ribcage some TLC. Player 2 has the super gauge event. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Drive rush. Looking for a hole. Getting it all on the drive rush. Gets into perfect fireball range. Back wall flat into the guard break. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. I hope you're not a lightweight because one sip of this cup is enough to ether you. A real test of nerves here. It is over. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, talk that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 chases them down. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 has a slight life lead. Wrapping it out up close. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Manages to block the jump in, springs forward with a drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. A quick breather. Zakuhado sneaks in above. Hits him with a 1-2-3. Drive rush. Gotta do better than that. Looking for a chance. Brushes that off and keeps going. All in with a rush. Goes for the Shingoku Satsu. Wait, which Akuma's which? Is this what he meant by die 1000 deaths? Player 1 can't use any drop corrects them. Close range projectile. Will this Super Art do anything? Decides to go with Cycle Storm to show them a good time. Player 1, no way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. You're mine. Surprises them with a drive rush. Player 2 with the life lead. No good up high. Player 2 chases them down. Nice tech. Can't tech the throw. Well-timed corner throw. Peppers them with a Psycho Blitz. Caught in the crossover. Solid throw tech. Closing moments of it, springs forward with a drive rush. KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Dashes forward. Breaks the block with a throw. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Shows a medium kick. Drive rush to keep it going. Avoid burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. What'll happen here? OD cycle uppercut puts them on the ropes. Links it. Kill rush. Check experience in burnout. Looks like it was no critical art KO. Player 2 just posterized.